When it comes to releasing carbon into the atmosphere, private jets are one of the worst methods of transportation. 1 hour of private jet travel releases around 2 tons of carbon into the air, an average car releases the same amount in about 6 months. It is also between 5 and 14 times more polluting than commercial planes per passenger, and 50 times more polluting than a train. Now, the Duke and Duchess of Wokeness, whose mantra should be "do as I say, not as I do," have been at it again. Prince Harry and his wife Meghan Markle have taken a staggering 21 private jets on crucial visits in the last 2 years, while continuing to preach about the impact of climate change to those who could never afford to put one foot in such swanky jet. How do you feel about Harry and Meghan using private jets to travel? Have your say in the comments below. I can only conclude that not only is Harry a bare-faced hypocrite, he doesn't care who else thinks it. On one of his last official royal visits to Fiji in 2018, he said, "One of the greatest challenges is undoubtedly climate change, and all of you living here are confronted with this threat in your daily lives." He looked sincere enough when he spoke. But he can't have been. The couple appeared at a gig in New York last weekend calling for action on climate change before jumping in a private jet to return to the £11 million Californian palace they call home. They continue to lecture us mere mortals about climate change when they're guilty of emitting more carbon than almost everyone else on the planet. For such a brand-conscious couple, it's an astonishing own goal. Their sense of entitlement is brazen. It seems they are only happy to save the world, or talk about it, as long as it doesn't impact their VVIP lifestyle. They've come up with all sorts of excuses in the past, including security, tight schedules, and the pandemic. When challenged on his hypocrisy, Harry claimed, "Occasionally there needs to be an opportunity based on a unique circumstance to ensure that my family are safe. It's generally as simple as that." Occasionally, not 21 times. But the truth is, it's not particularly challenging to get a first-class flight from New York to California. Perhaps practicing what they preach might also make others, including their newfound tycoon buddies and Hollywood pals, follow suit. After all, Harry and Meghan are hugely influential, and the things they do, or fail to do, have impacts far beyond just themselves. But clearly they can't really be that bothered, or they would do something about it. The Sussexes arrived in the Big Apple last week as though they were on an alternative royal tour. Among other engagements, they visited a 9/11 memorial along with New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and the state governor. They put on a good show. I am not critical of what they did when they got there, but how they got there. Harry and Meg, love them or loathe them, still hold some sway. People watch what they do. The same people must wonder if they are ever worth taking seriously, especially when they ignore their own messages.